L.
O.
Hello. Time again. Well, can any of you tell me what it was we were doing just then?
Sign language.
Sign language, yes. Now, some of you, if you've been looking around Hong Kong, might know that the Festival of Arts for the Disabled is on at the moment, and it's being administrated by the Urban Council and also the Arts Centre. Well, can any of you tell me what disabled means?
I know, but I don't know how to say it.
You don't know how to say it. It is a bit difficult. If you say somebody's disabled, you usually mean that they can't do something that we all take for granted, things like perhaps sight, seeing things or hearing things, or being able to walk. Do you understand what I mean? Good. Now, the idea of the Festival of Arts is to integrate everybody, disabled and non-disabled, to show that everybody has got a value in the community and everybody can involve themselves in the arts. Well, sign language is very important because sign language shows the different letters of the English alphabet by changing the positions of your hands. When in fact, touching is a very important thing for blind people. I wonder how many of you have been told, please don't touch. You've been told that many times. Well, this exhibition that we're going to see coming up next is a fantastic exhibition because it says, please do touch. And the idea is that you look with your hands. These are just some of the things that have been made by different people for the Festival of Arts. And this is like a whole uniform of a football kit with different numbers on. I think it's perhaps a little bit small for me. Just put it carefully back on the washing line again. How nice to be able to touch things in an exhibition for a change. Now this little figure is called a polio victim. She's on crutches and you can move her to different positions. She's all soft and cuddly. She's great with a big smile on her face and you can make her talk to you. And her hair's got lovely little beads in it. It's really beautiful. Now this is Cantonese sign language, which is very, very complicated. I had a lot of difficulty trying to get my fingers so they fitted all over the shadows properly. I think I nearly managed to do that one. Now this one was to prove a lot more difficult. I'm sure I needed more fingers than I actually had on my hands for this one. Get one hand in position. Now this is something that was beautiful to touch. It was really smooth and cold feeling. Lovely. And something completely different. This is all shiny and had lots of little edges in it. You could move it round, and if you tap it with your fingers, it made a little tinkling sound. I'm not quite sure what this was, but then again, it was still very interesting to look at, and had lots of different angles to feel and touch as well. Look right round the back and see through all the little holes. And this was something that was called, I Think I Must Be Beautiful. Just a very funny little picture. I wonder what that reminds you of. It reminds me of a whale. Now, I'm not quite sure what this one was, but it was lovely. It was an old boot stuck onto a mirror, and you could play with the zip and undo it. And look at yourself in the mirror at the same time. This is a piece of jade that was all crumply under my fingers. That felt really knobbly and bumpy. And this is a funny object too. But then again, you can look through all the little holes and tap everything and it makes little tinkling sounds. And this is a big concrete object. You can look through all the different places. That was very cold and heavy. And this is like Chinese drafts made out of little pieces. So you can have a little game for yourself or make up a different game. I was making up a game trying to track all the black ones with white blobs all around. I'm looking at you. Do this one again. That really fascinated me. It was so cold and so smooth feeling. And this is a little ball, all fluffy, with beautiful eyelashes. Somebody had made him especially for the festival. And this is a blind man who's working a braille machine. He typed out my name in braille by pressing little dots and holes onto the piece of paper. And when I run my finger along, I can feel my name written in braille. And this is a book done in braille. If you run your finger along, you can feel all the bumps. And you need very sensitive fingers. Now the other part of the exhibition is a poster exhibition with entrants from all over the world. The theme being integration, which means mixing people together, both disabled and not disabled. And these are some of the entries. Really, really beautiful. Well, I really enjoyed myself at the exhibition. It was great fun. And in fact, I was given a souvenir by the blind man. He did me a braille alphabet. And if you can see there, all the different letters of the alphabet are shown. There's A, B, C, D. And if I feel with my finger, I can just feel the bumps for the different letters. It's very, very clever. So I suggest that you pop along to the exhibition to have a feel for yourself. And if you contact the Art Centre, then I'm sure they'll let you know where the exhibition will be next. Well, we have a story coming up now, all about a goat who took all the good things in life so much for granted that he didn't realise what beautiful things and beautiful sounds he had around him. And he became greedy and wanted to have a star all for his own. Well, have a look at the story. In fact, look very closely at the pictures because they're all embroidered. Just see if you can tell. There once was a small white goat who lived by a pool. His eyes were bright and his horns shone. One night, as he stood gazing at the sky, there came to him this thought: I must have a star, all for myself. He tried first to get one way, by fishing in the sea. He tried a different way, by jumping up and down with a net. And he even travelled far out to sea to see if he could catch a star. Well, at last he returned home. His friends saw that he'd become thinner. His poor little nose was dry, and his shoulders were sagging. The parrot sang, "We know the path to the Humber Arbor, the wisest animal of all." Deep in the forest sat the Humber Arbor. His eyes saw the new buds bursting, and his skin felt the warm sun shining. Clip-clop, the goat came forward. He spoke of the star, and the wise one understood. Well, the next evening they set out together. The Humber Arbor led the way, and the goat's eyes were blindfolded. At last the Humber Arbor whispered, "We've nearly reached the place, goat. Listen." And the goat heard, plink, plosh, rink, tink. Ah, yes, that's just what I thought stars would sound like, said the goat. You're even closer, goat. Can you smell anything? The goat took a deep breath of the soft night. Yes, just what I thought the stars would smell like. Well, we're as close as can be, said the Humber Arbor. Taste this. And the goat drank from the sea pod he was given. It tasted really cool and sweet and light. Just what I thought stars would taste like. This is more than I ever dreamed of, he said. And what do you feel, goat? The goat lowered his hoof until, it tingled. Oh yes, that's just what I thought stars would feel like, he said, as he put his foot into the pond. Now, said the Humber Arbor, untying the blindfold, look. The goat gasped. A pool! It's my pool, and it's full of stars as the sky. Look closer. So the goat moved forward, and he saw his own face in the water, and his eyes were full of beautiful stars. Isn't that a beautiful story? Aren't the pictures lovely to that one? Well, I've got a surprise for you now, because there's a special reason why these three are with me today. They are, in fact, the lucky prize winners of our Easter competition. Congratulations, everybody. Well, the first prize winner is Kieran. who won the over 7s. Let's have a look at your picture, Kieran. Put that there. This is Kieran's picture, if we can have a look on close-up. A beautiful rabbit there with a little chick and an egg. That's really lovely. Do you want to hold on to that one? And the prize winner for the under 7s group was Adrian. Adrian, would you like to hold that up? And it says, Happy Easter, everybody. What a beautiful picture that is with a little rabbit with cross eyes and pink ears. Well done. And finally, we have our runner-up, Harlina, who's done the most beautiful Easter card. If you can have a look, there's an Easter egg there, and then you open it out, and there's a little chick that hatches out of the Easter egg. Isn't that beautiful? There you are. Well done. I can give that to you there. Did you do that one at school? How long did it take you to make it? About 20 minutes. Did it take long for the little chick to stick on? No? What about you then? How long did it take you to do your picture? Did you do it at home or at school? At home. Which school do you go to? Beacon Hill. So hello to everybody at Beacon Hill School. And what about yours? Yours is beautifully coloured. Did you do it with paints and felt pens? Yes. Yeah, have you got lots of different colours at home? That's lovely. Well done. Congratulations, everybody. Would you all like to say hello to somebody quickly? We'll start with you, Adrian.
James Morgan.
James Morgan. Jennifer and
Paula Black.
Paula Black. So that's saying hello to everybody from our competition winners. I think I ought to give you your prizes now. Here you are. Congratulations. Give that to you before it melts. Congratulations to you. Well done. And one more. Congratulations. Okay? We had some absolutely beautiful pictures in for our competition, and Simon the Rabbit apologises for not being able to make it today, but he's terribly busy. Well, thank you for all your pictures, and we won't be able to show them all because we literally had hundreds. So let's have a look at just a few of them in today's gallery. And the first picture in the gallery is of a beautiful group of animals by Dolly Lau. There are chicks who are coming out of eggs there, little birds singing, happy Easter messages to everybody. That's lovely. Well done, Dolly. And the second picture is of a rabbit by Joanna McLaughlin, who is 6. And the rabbit is saying, oh no, because he's dropped all the eggs out of his basket. And this is a beautiful happy smiley Easter egg by Viva Mahubani, who is 3½. And that's of a smiley egg face with beautiful eyelashes. And this is a great picture of a hill scene by Sally Wetton, a little girl walking through a valley with lots of trees and big hills in the background. And a rabbit with a baby rabbit by Dina Diorama. And the rabbit is holding up something. I can't see what it is. It looks like a little sign. And finally, a very beautifully drawn Happy Easter by Sarah, who is 14. That's a really lovely drawing there, Sarah. Congratulations. Really bright colours. Well, congratulations, everybody, for your beautiful pictures. Some of them were absolutely gorgeous. Now, there's something that we forgot to do. What's it that we forgot to do?
Ask questions.
We forgot to tell everybody what the answers were to the questions. Now, if you remember, the first question was, what's the name of a male rabbit?
Buck.
A buck. What's the name of a female rabbit?
Doe.
Doe. And what's the name of a baby rabbit? This is the one that stumped everybody.
Bunny.
Bunny or?
Kitten.
A kitten. A kit or a kitten. But well done, everybody who managed to get the answers right. Well, a bit later on in the programme, we're going to have some interesting things that this little group are going to be doing. In the meantime, we'll be seeing you in part 2. Don't go away, because we'll be back in a minute with lots of exciting fun and games and things for you to do in part 2 of Swizzle Street. Welcome back to part 2. We've got some great things for you to try at home, so sit tight. Well, I wonder what time it is. It's time for...
Would you believe it?
Well, I wonder if you remember last week on Would You Believe It, that I set you a little teaser. I asked if you could put the numbers from 1 to 7 in a circle so that they all add up to 12. I actually gave you the magic number 12. So let's have a go then. We've got 4 in the middle, so which number should I put first?
1.
Number 1. So let's put a 1 in here and I'll cross it out. Now I've got 4 and a 1, so that's 5. So what do I need in here to make 12?
7.
7. It's very difficult doing it upside down, you know. Right, where shall I put a number now? I put a 5. Put a 5 in here. There we are, cross it out. So if I've got a 5 and a 4, that's 9. So how many do I need now to make 12? 3, good girl. So I've got 6 and a 2 left. Where shall I put the 6? Down in here. So 6 and 4 is 10. What do I need left?
2.
2. There you are. Well, I hope you at home believe me now that we can put all these letters in a circle so they all add up to 12 going each way. Well, now I got another would you believe it for you. Would you believe that these 3 can make some actions so you'll know exactly what they're talking about without them breathing a word? Let's see if you can do it at home. All right, Adrian, you do yours first. Oh, let's see yours. Let's have a look at yours. Oh, they were quite difficult, weren't they? Well, have a think about those at home and see if, and I'll give you the answer to it next week. In the meantime, here's Danger Mouse. Well, now we're going to try something that's quite difficult called a trust game. Do you know what trust means?
When you believe somebody what they say.
That's right. If you believe that somebody's going to look after you, that's the way you trust somebody. Right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this blindfold over Kieran, and then she must trust me with some instructions. Now red, if I say to her red, that means stop. If I say to her yellow, that means she must turn round, yellow or amber. And if I say green, that means she must go. Now obviously she can't go very far, but just to give you the idea, so perhaps you can have a try at home. Are you ready to be blindfolded? Do you understand your instructions? All right, would you like to stand up then? And I'll put the blindfold over you. There you go. You can't see anything. You promise? All right, I'll guide you over here. Good girl. Okay. Now just watch carefully and see if she can follow my instructions. All right. Amber. Red. Green. Red. Amber. Red. Green. Red. Amber. Red, green, red. So let's take the blindfold off. All right, sit down. How did you find it? Was it hard? It wasn't hard. Did you ever feel as if you were going to go crashing off into the set somewhere? So you trusted me. Would you like to have a go and see if you can do it? And so you're going to be blindfolded, are you? And you're going to be the one who's going to, she's going to put all her trust into you. I wonder if he can do it. All right then. If you come and sit over here, that's right, Kieran. Kieran, if you, that's right, you disappear over there, Kieran. Let's put the blindfold on you. Adrian, are you ready with some super instructions? Remember, red is stop, amber or yellow is turn around, and green is go, all right? If you stand up then, don't fall over. Ready? Okay.
Red. Red. Amber. Red.
Orange, that's a different one. I think you better think of the other ones.
Red. Go. Red.
All right, should we stop her there? How are you? You all right? Did you disappear in the other end of the world? How did you feel? Good. You're a little bit lost, were you? It's very difficult giving the instructions, isn't it? All right, sit down then. Good girl. Well, that's something you can try at home, but do make sure you haven't got all sorts of bits of furniture or obstacles in the way. But if you can make up different names, instead of having things like red, yellow and green for stop, turn round and go, you can make up your own names like plink, plonk and wobble, as long as you decide them between each other. Well, there's something else that you can do at home, and we're going to be doing something now in You Can Make It. is what's commonly known as a feelie box. Now usually this side would be covered up so that nobody can see inside it, but I wanted you lot to peek inside it. And these, I wanted it to be a secret, what's inside the box. Now the idea is that they put their hand into the box and they have a feel around at the 3 different objects and try and work out what it is that they are. Who's going to go first? You're going to go first. Would you like to put your hand in and go to the object on this side without looking? All right, put your hand in then. Sit right up. Don't look inside. Don't look. Now, can you describe what you're feeling? What does it feel like? Does it feel rough or smooth? It feels all rough. Can you say anything else about it? Does it feel prickly or does it feel soft?
Prickly.
Prickly. All right, let's put your hand in the middle one then. See what you think of that one. Don't look. What does that feel like? Does that feel smooth or bumpy? Smooth. Can you say what else it feels like? Does it feel as if it's sticky or does it feel as if it's not sticky? How does it feel? Does it feel sticky? It doesn't feel sticky, so it's not sticky. All right then, let's try the one at the end. Can you find it? What does that feel like? Does that feel hard or soft? Feels nice and soft. All right, if you take your hands out then, and you can be having a think about what you think they are. There's a tissue for you if you want to wipe your hand. Right, next one then. Put your hand in this side. What does that feel like? Prickly. Anything else? Hard. Anything else you can say about it? Does it feel big or small? Big. All right, try the one in the middle. They're very good, aren't they? The one in the middle feel like? Soft. And is it wet or dry? Feels wet. Anything else you can say?
It's kind of wobbly.
Wobbly. Ooh, sounds kind of wobbly. All right then, try the one on the other end. What's that feel like? Soft. Is it warm or cold? Warm. All right, take your hand up then and be having a think of what they are. Our last candidate who isn't going to look in the box is he. Right over this side. All right? What does that feel like? See if you can turn that way to do it. This way. What does that feel like? Prickly. Anything else you can say about it? Is it? Is it big or small? Big. Is it warm or cold?
Warm.
Pick it up, see if you think it's heavy. It's heavy. All right, try the one in the middle then. How does that feel? Cold. Anything else? Soft. Aren't they doing well? I expect you can see all what's happening now. I can't see where they're feeling at the moment. Anything else you can say about it? It's wobbly. Right, try the one at the very end. What can you say about? Can you find it? There, you found it there. What does it feel like? Soft? Fluffy, that's a good one. Anything else? It feel warm or cold? Warm. All right, take your hand out. Right then, let's see if they've managed to guess what they are. What is this one? That looking? A coconut. Well done, still in its shell. What about the middle one?
Strawberry jelly.
Strawberry. How do you like the strawberry jelly?
It smells on my hand.
It smells, that's very good. She's actually smelled her fingers and she can smell that it's a strawberry jelly. And what about the last one?
Feather.
It's what?
Feather.
Feathers. Well, there are some feathers on it. Fur.
Softness.
Shall I show you what it is? Let's have a look. The first one, yes, it was definitely a coconut, as you all saw. Do you want to hold on to that for me? And the second one, it was some gooey strawberry jelly. And the third one is a glove. So it's cloth with little feathers on the end of it. Well done, all of you. Was that difficult?
No.
No. But this is something, it's the last one was, yes. It's a bit misleading. But this is something that you can try at home. And if you have any other bright ideas of different things that people can do at home, then why don't you write to me at Swizzle Street? My name is Tracy King, and if you send your letters to Swizzle Street, ATV, room 430, 81 Broadcast Drive, Cowley. Well, I think it's time for all of us to say goodbye now, do you? So let's say goodbye to everybody and then we'll see if we can find some more things to look at. Okay? Bye-bye everybody and we'll see you next week.